Hi, welcome to FDN. Today is National George Washington's birthday day.
George Washington was the first president of the United States, and as such, he is important. So we have a day, FDN,
where we celebrate his birthday.
Hello and welcome to your Psych Fact of the Day. Did you know that 15 minutes of laughter equates to the same bodily reaction as getting 2 hours of sleep? So if you have a rough night, rely on a couple of friends to help you replenish that sleep.
Thursday, January 22nd, 2015, the high will be 38 and the low will be 26. And on Friday, January 23rd, 2015, the high will be 46 and the low will be 28. And on Saturday, January 24th, 2015, the high will be 41 and the low will be 30. Thanks.
Hello and welcome to your weekly sports and activities updates with Mitch. January 22nd, junior high boys basketball will be playing at Morning Sun. No, we won't. We'll be playing at home from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. January 22nd, junior varsity and varsity girls and boys basketball will be playing at Morning Sun from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. The wrestling team will be playing at New London from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, January 22nd. January 23rd, junior varsity and varsity girls and boys basketball will play at Mediapolis from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Junior varsity wrestling tournament will be Friday from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And the speech tournament will be Saturday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Varsity wrestling tournament will be 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Saturday, January 24th. And the junior high boys basketball game will be on Monday, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. at home.
Hello, welcome to Film Reviews. I'm your analyst for today. Today we're going to talk about some of 2014's best top-rated movies, one of which I don't think a lot of people saw, a small-known Australian horror film known as The Babadook. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Probably sounds really ridiculous, but it's actually a deep, enthralling psychological thriller about a single mom and her child trying to cope with the loss of her father, all while being hunted down by a mythological storybook creature known as the Babadook. Now, despite like other horror films, a lot of people are expecting this to be a bit of a creature feature and have a lot of different shots of the creature and have a big opening chase scene at the end, but it's not like that. It's more of a psychological thriller. You never actually, in the entire runtime of the movie, see the creature fully at any time. You only see glimpses of it, like a shoulder or its arm or something. You never actually see the full creature. It's not a standard horror movie like a slasher film like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. It's more of like a psychological horror film, like the movie Oculus that came out that also not a lot of people saw. Now this type of horror film seems to disappoint a lot of people because a lot of people go to these films expecting to see a big creature show and everything, but actually it's more of a character study about the things that go on with the single mother and her child. The critic reviews gave this film a 6.9 out of 10, but Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 97% fresh, which means it is very well good if you have the time. If you're in the mood for a standard creature movie, I would not check out this one. I would go check out something else more standard, but if you're in the mood for a nice, deep, thinking horror film, I would check this one out, definitely. On a scale of wretched to meh to radical, I personally would give this one a radical, but if you're looking for a standard horror movie that has a lot of shots of the creature and a lot of action, I would give this one a meh to casual audiences. Thank you, that is all. Join me next week. And now, back to the FDN team.
Stories and Stories is about this girl named Emma, and her mom kind of left her, and she lives with an abusive aunt, and she's just trying to get through school so she can leave and go to college and never have to look back at the family. But as she goes, she's just trying to be invisible and go through school, but then this guy named Evan comes along and he kind of switches up her life, and makes her face her fears and basically like just love against all of her fears and go against her aunt, which she's never done before, but it's really good. A girl named Brenda said, "It's amazing, beautiful, love this one cover to cover. I laughed, cried, and fell in love with both Evan and Emma. I found myself wishing that characters were real. This is a must read. I will read it again for a third time." And for the second book I'm going to tell you about, it's called All These Things I've Done. And it's taking place in the year 2083, and where chocolate and coffee are banned. And there's this girl named Anna, and she's the daughter of a crime boss who dies. And she also is just trying to get through school. She wants to do something with her life, not be stuck there. Well, this new kid comes to school, his name's Will, and he's the DA's son, and she tries so hard not to fall in love with him. Her ex kind of gets in her life again because ends up being poisoned by her chocolate, like her family's chocolate, and he kind of ruins her life a little bit with that. And a girl on Goodreads said that she loved it, even though the narrative is first person. The way the story is told, it's almost like a much older Anna is retelling the story about her misspent youth to her own grandchildren in a distant future. I like that Anna immediately and basically hung on her everywhere. And she rated it really good, so I would say go check it out.
Hey guys, this game of the week was chosen by Mitchell.
There are in fact a number of new vehicles that featured in the Heist DLC trailer when that was released a few weeks ago. And of course the vehicles which featured were the Apache helicopter, the Marauder truck, the Karen Kuruma and the Hydra jet. Now although these 4 vehicles were the only new ones that featured in the DLC trailer, it doesn't necessarily mean these are the only vehicles which will be new to Grand Theft Auto 5 when the DLC is eventually released. Now what I mean by this, of course there is the possibility that Rockstar didn't include certain vehicles, but it's also possible there will be new versions of existing vehicles. Now in the Heist DLC trailer, there were 2 vehicles featured which are already in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, and these 2 vehicles are the Dinghy Boat and the Vellum Plane.
Alright, thank you for watching this episode.
Yeah.